Okay, let's start with a whiteboard, which is a printer paper and a sheet protector, a marker, 3 Petri dishes, 1, 2, 3, and a spot plate like this. Okay, so you're gonna make beads just like you did last week, but you're only gonna make 2 of them in each of these Petri dishes. In this Petri dish, go ahead and label this. This will be your 1% copper sulfate. In this Petri dish, it'll be your 1% calcium chloride. And in this Petri dish, it will be your 5% calcium chloride. Okay, you'll put 15 mLs of calcium chloride or copper sulfate in each of these using your graduated cylinder. So we'll do 15 mLs in here. And then we will rinse the graduated cylinder because it had copper sulfate in it. And then we'll do 15 mLs of calcium chloride. And then 15 mLs of the 5% calcium chloride in these containers. Okay, so then you're going to put in 2 drops of alginate in here, 2 and 2. Wait a few minutes for them to set. You want to make sure the beads are roughly the same size, so you eliminate size as a variable in this experiment. So after they set for a couple minutes, we're ready to transfer them to the spot plate. I'm just going to push these out of the way for a second. I can't label directly on here, but I can label the perimeter of this spot plate. It's called the spot plate because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots for many reactions. Okay, wells number 1, 2, and 3, we call those wells or spots. This will be my experimental row. And this one will be my control row. Okay, so go ahead and label those. In my first column, I'm going to put my 1% copper sulfate beads. Put 1 bead here, 1 bead here. In my middle column, I'm going to put my 1% calcium chloride beads. 1 here, 1 here. And in my final row, I will put my 5% calcium chloride beads. 1 here and 1 here. So these have set, I've labeled. Now I'm ready to take my forceps. Bead, 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 bead. Okay, in my experimental row, for each of these beads, they'll be by themselves. You will put in 8 drops, 8, 8, 8 of sodium citrate in each of these wells, 8 drops. In the control, you are going to want to put in a solution that helps you answer this question. I know that it was only the sodium citrate that broke down the bead because I had blank in the control well. So to put that solution in the control well, I want you to use fresh pipettes. All right, so once everything is set, you've got your controls in there, and you've got your experimental sodium citrate beads. Set a timer for 5 minutes and come back and review your results.